Probably the hardest hiking I've ever done. But some beautiful ass views.
Good morning! It is a beautiful day to have a beautiful day out here in Kyrgyzstan. This is your girl Monica from Monica Roams, and today we're gonna start our 3-day trek to Ala-Kul Pass and Lake, and then ARASHAN. I don't know what it's called, but that's kind of what we're doing. I'm so excited, and we're gonna bring you along and just show you guys how beautiful Kyrgyzstan is. So let's freaking go! Up first, we actually had to go get some hiking gear because we don't own any, so we went to For Rent so we could rent some for the next couple days.
So about 5 minutes ago, we were totally unprepared, but now we have everything we need.
Woo! Shout out to this rental place!
Thank you so much. Spasibo.
Me and my best friends are on this trip together and we're all unprepared, so we rented 3 sleeping bags, 3 sleeping mats, and a 3-person tent, as well as got groceries from the local grocery store and got some wet wipes, which was so useful during the trip and highly recommend. Then we headed on over to Karakol National Park and met up with our 2 new friends that we'll be hiking with throughout this trip. And you can actually start hiking from this little village, but we decided to just take a van up because it saves you so much time. However, if you get car sick, highly don't recommend because it's super bumpy along the way. But like I said, it saves you a lot of time and there's some beautiful views along the way as well.
All right, we have just arrived to the first point where we just got dropped off. That literally saved us 3 hours of hiking time. And now we're gonna start hiking from here. So let's actually get it. Woo! Holy shit! Check out this mountain!
Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run.
Starting to get to our camping spot, and look at all of these horses and that magical mountain behind me. I honestly don't think there's anything more magical that I've ever seen in my life than this. Wow. Alright, we have just set up our tents with the crew, and this is where we'll be sleeping tonight. Let's go.
For this trip, we mostly packed PB&Js and tuna sandwiches, and honestly, to views like this, it feels like a gourmet meal. And as the sun went down, the stars came out, and we got to see the beautiful Milky Way the whole night. Good morning. It is day 2. We were just waking up out of our tent. We kind of slept in, but this is basically just where we slept. What a place to start the day.
Wow, I love this green valley. It's so beautiful.
This is why we go outside.
Alright, we are all packed up now and we are getting ready to leave our campsite. And then we're gonna go back down the mountain to then go back up the mountain to go to our next place of camping. So let's get it.
There's just something about being surrounded by mountains as vast as this, mountains I've never even seen in my life before, to make you feel so grateful for this life and so grateful for all the natural beauty that we have on our planet. And to be here with people that I love just makes this even better. I didn't really know what to expect from Kyrgyzstan, but wow.
So magic and beautiful out here.
Don't worry about your fellow hikers over here just hiking a mountain. What about you?
Alright, after 3 hours of hiking back to this point, aka where the truck dropped us off yesterday, we're gonna eat, sit, chill before we head on to the next part of the hike. But definitely it's time to chill, so let's get into the chilling.
This was our little gourmet meal before we started heading up the mountains and toward the lake.
This hike is definitely uphill. Very uphill.
And after a lot of incline, we ended up making our way towards the yurts, which is traditionally what the local people of Kyrgyzstan stay in. We made it to the yurts! However, we realized that we actually lost half of our money somewhere. We took out like $230 and we only have like 3,800 of the local currency. For each person for a yurt is like 3,000 of the local currency. So we're gonna pitch our tent here and then we're gonna eat dinner and breakfast here, thankfully. So check out these views, it's so beautiful. And tomorrow we're gonna make it to the lake. So freaking stoked. Sad we can't sleep in the yurts, which look really warm, but what are we gonna do?
This is how we're getting to our camp, no worries!
Oh shit!
Okay, we made it.
Alright, ready?
Yeah.
Look at these horses. Alright, so we found our camp spot. Right there, we're about to pitch our tent, but look! There's horses right here! And this view. Good night, guys. Day 3 starts tomorrow. Let's hope it's not raining.
Let's please hope.
Morning!
We're having some
Morning to
breakfast.
Nick, morning to the camera.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
There was a bunch of thunder and lightning last night.
So much. It was wild.
We slept through a lot of rain, but we made it through. And our tent actually made it as well.
Yeah.
Woo! Then it was time to start hiking again. We actually grabbed some water from the waterfall, filtered it with some tablets, and then it was time to start going up the mountain yet again. Little did we know this was just the beginning of the uphills. Dude, it's tough. That's where we started, over there. Made it to the lake! Look how beautiful and blue it is. Really, really cold. But totally worth it. Our yurt camp. It's gonna be a long day, but look at how high this mountain is. Like,
All the way up there.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
this is gonna be the gnarliest hill I've ever hiked in my whole entire life. Like, actually.
Like, not like hyperbole, this is gonna be the hardest stretch of like.
but at least we got to enjoy the views of the beautiful lake before heading it up the massive mountain. But regardless, we ended up making it anyway, and that's what matters. Views like this and the beautiful people of Kyrgyzstan are the reasons why more people are starting to travel here, and although this hike was hard, it is totally worth it. Now that we've made it to the top, it's time to go back down the mountain. There's literally snow. It is a bit slippy going down, but if you have some proper hiking shoes, you should be fine, and it took us about 40 minutes before heading to our last yurt camp. And then we got greeted by this little cutie. Okay, we have officially made it to the yurt camp. We literally just came down that mountain. We're tired. Luckily, we're able to stay here tonight in a yurt with the last money that we have remaining, and we're gonna get a warm meal tonight.
The next day.
One last morning out in the wild in nature. We just woke up in the yurts, and now we're gonna head back to Karakol. We literally were up there. And after breakfast, we headed back down the mountain, and the views along the way were nothing short of magical. After 4 days of gnarly hikes, we finally made it to civilization,
And here we're gonna get a Jeep and get back into town. One of the most beautiful, challenging hikes I've ever done, but if you're coming to Kyrgyzstan, it's absolutely a must if you're an experienced hiker. See you guys on the next vlog. Monica out.